Hey, what's up, everybody? Stevie D here, checking out some new technology and starting this whole concept up. So there might be a few bugs in this thing tonight, but got my microphone all set up, and we're ready to rock and roll here. So just want to kind of give you guys a heads up about what we're doing. I think it's a pretty cool idea. And what's crazy about it is when I first thought about doing Patmos marketing, I was still living in Atlanta year and a half ago. I don't remember when it was exactly, but I had this idea when I was up here in the Upstate and thinking about moving to Chesney and building here of just featuring local businesses on a YouTube channel and on a website, and even local sites. I didn't really know what I was going to do with it actually, and I took a look out on GoDaddy and found out that aroundtheupstate.com was available for like nothing. So I went ahead and got it. And I didn't do much with it for a while, but then I got up here, May, June timeframe, and I think one of the first ideas I had was the idea of the local hardware store here in Chesney. And by the time I got up here, they had moved an Ace Hardware into town, and that thing had closed down. So I really wanted to interview that guy, but the idea still remained of just finding interesting people with interesting stories, and featuring them on a channel. And so here we are. Ready to get loaded with the first half a dozen customers or so of this concept. And as I got into a BNI group, and as I got involved in my local church, my local community here, got involved in the Inman Chamber of Commerce. Sure enough, I did run into some really interesting people with some really interesting stories. So that's what we're going to do. And what came out from that idea is that there really is value in it, because with today's technology, you can do a bunch of things. When you're trying to do search engine optimization, one of the main things you want to do is build organic keywords. People talk about doing blogs a lot. That's definitely a good idea. People talk about updating your profile, updating your Facebook page, updating your Instagram page, updating your website with this type of blog data, because it just builds, keywords. And who knows if people actually read this stuff. And so there's a lot of tools out there that'll just use AI to just create a bunch of junk out there, and which could probably help you get ranked, but it doesn't have as much value, I think, is having a real conversation. So, I think there'll always be value in that, and hopefully there'll always be more value in that. And so part of the playbook process that we have is we always do an initial discussion. And whether it's a part of the initial discussion or maybe that next step afterward, I really want to find out what your why is. Why are you doing this? What makes you good at it? What do you love doing? What do you love about it? What do you love most, about your job? What kind of projects do you like to do the most? What kind of customers are looking for those projects? And that's how we paint that keyword map. Just think of an empty canvas, and we start putting these keywords on it. That creates your unique identity, unique business. But we're going to have that conversation anyway, so why not record it? Because what we can do after that is we can transpose it. That's really easy to do with pretty much any film editing software. And then we can turn that into a blog. We can post that on your Facebook site, on your Instagram site, on your Google business profile for sure, on your website. So there you go. And then I can hand you over the video. You can put it on your website. You can put it, if you have your YouTube channel, put it on your YouTube channel. We'll put it on our YouTube channel. We'll put it on, which is Around the Upstate. And we'll put it on, our website. We'll put it on our Facebook page, our Instagram page. All of a sudden, you've got this viral effect of creating a lot of content there where you've got video content, you've got backlinks, you've got, a lot of different things that help you get ranked. And, since you're going to have the conversation anyway, I see no better way than going ahead and capturing that conversation. And by the way, I love nothing more than talking to people, as my wife will tell you, whether we're at a local restaurant or at church or the gas station. I always like to get to know people. So this is kind of part of why I'm doing this, because I love having conversations. I love learning. I love meeting new people. I love finding out how they got where they are, what their story is. And so we're going to start our first set of these. The format will be like this. It'll actually be, at first I wanted to do them on site, but then I realized now you've got multiple cameras and more complex editing and, all that. So what we'll do is we'll have a split screen. I'll do the podcast, with the business owner that I'm talking to, or it could just be somebody that has an interesting story that I've met. It doesn't have to necessarily be an entrepreneur, because they're in the community. And then we'll overlay video footage and pictures and photos and things like that, media content that'll help narrate the story and illustrate the story. And we'll just start with that as a basic format, and we'll see where it goes. One of the cool things that I've been mentored about, as I started this agency and everything, is don't overcomplicate it. When I had the idea, was just thinking about it maybe a little bit too much, and they said, look, this thing will take a direction of its own. It'll start to weave its own identity. It'll attract its own audience, and just see where it goes. So that's what we're going to do. So call to action here on this call is, if you know anybody that has an interesting story, or especially if they have an interesting story and they have a business, or they have a charity, or some kind of foundation that's helping people, I would love to talk to them. Not everybody, obviously I can't, have a podcast with everybody, but we'll see if it's a good fit, and, we'll just kind of go from there. But I'd love to get your feedback. Just, private message me if you're watching this on Facebook or Instagram, or hit me up on the website. You can hit chat, or you can just email me at Steve@Patmos Marketing if you think you have some folks that might be interested in doing this. But, I'm really looking forward to it, and we'll see where it goes. But I wanted to make the official announcement now that we're ready to go. And hey, Happy New Year. Talk to you soon.